Can someone guess how the storyline of this unfortunate incident is going to play out? The storyline of the explosion that took place in Monyonyo in Kampala on Martyrs Day. Can someone guess? Can someone share with me in the comment section how you think this is going to play out? And at the end of the video, I will share my thoughts in regards to what I think, who the fingers are going to be pointed towards. I am going to share my thoughts. And I would like to remind you that I am not an investigator. I am not an expert in forensics. I don't have any information or any exclusive information when it comes to these unfortunate. When it comes to these matters regarding terrorism, I am not an expert. I'm just a Ugandan who is sharing my opinion when it comes to the experiences that I have had and how investigations have been handled in my country, which is why I am highlighting the reactions of Ugandans on this channel. For those of you who do not know, well, Uganda was seemingly, or I would say, under attack. On Martyr's Day, it is alleged that a suspect is already identified. Yes, a suspect behind this particular unfortunate incident that claimed lives of two people. Yes, lives of two people. Before I dig into how Ugandans are reacting to this incident, I would like to thank every one of you that has taken time to subscribe to this channel. Like I said, I had a target last month for 100 subscribers. Yes, we went close to having 100 subscribers by only 3 subscribers now before we could hit that goal by the 1st of June. But still, we labored through, and by yesterday, yes, we had 100 subscribers. It is very important to set goals, and I would like to say to you that for as long as you continue subscribing on this channel, there is a lot that we are going to achieve together. I would like to obviously reach the milestone of 1,000 subscribers, and I'm very, very, very much in the belief that this is going to happen earlier than I can imagine, because I have faith that, well, this content is providing some value to at least a few of you that have already subscribed. And I'm telling you, if you could also share this video, a lot more people will get to know what is happening here at the Uganda Awakening. I do not take all of you for granted. Any of you, I do not take any of you for granted. So if you have taken time to subscribe, I salute you. And believe it or not, I have some very great ideas once we hit the milestone of 1,000 subscribers. And you might be just a winner in this. So let me know what you think. If you have any ideas how we can celebrate 1,000 milestone, let me know, share in the comments section, because I want it to be something that we share as a community as we grow towards making Uganda the kind of country that is aware of what is happening, the kind of citizen, young people that are very, very aware of what is happening in the country, and therefore can be empowered through knowledge and critical thinking, that we can take control of the affairs of our country. So I think I've taken too much time on this one. Well, the UPDF shared something about this, and this is what they have had to say. According to the UPDF Acting Director of Defense and Public Information, Colonel Chris Magezi, Aisha Kadushaba was riding on a border carrying an explosive device in a backpack just 600 meters from Monyonyo Basilica, a major gathering site for Uganda Martyrs Day celebrations. Colonel Chris Magezi revealed that Aisha Kadushaba was the daughter of Abdul Shakur, the suicide bomber who blew himself up at the Central Police Station CPS in Kampala in June-November 2021. Her husband, identified by only one name, Muzaffaru, another high-profile ADF fighter, was killed by security forces. The same year, during a botched attempt by militants to attack mourners at the funeral of former Deputy IGP, Lieutenant General Paul Lokech. Yes, this is what the UPDF shared regarding the explosives that went off via the Monyonyo Basilica, like it is stated right there. So what are the Ugandans saying? Well, as I was going through X, I stumbled upon the picture of Aisha, and Chimp Reports shares Monyonyo suicide bomber is the daughter of 2021 Kampala CPS attacker. Yeah, that is the same. And then it was, and then of course, a few people were reacting to it. So Toko, Godwin Toko states in shock, the explosion happened about 60 minutes ago, but not only is the bomber who was blown off in two tiny pieces known already, you have a photo, know her father, and motive. Yes, yeah, that is what Toko says. Now, let me read up a few replies. Of course, the apologists were out in droves. Yes, the apologists. By the apologists, I mean the government apologists. So many bots on Twitter that are desperately hanging on in their role to dress up the emperor, who is really so naked that even a blind person can see this particular naked emperor. But I digress. Let's get on with it. Brian, the Mixology, says, and I responded to this particular one, by the way. I was not having it. So some people are naturally dense. They told you that this was an intel-led operation. By the time such things happen, security has perhaps been trailing these people. But again, when the explosion at the parliament happened, security did not sleep like you civilians. It went into what they call profiling, where the bomber is identified, his relatives identified. Surveillance is done to see what kind of activities they engage in until, in most cases, you reach a point like this. Sometimes force yourself to think, well, he was not having it. So I was there. I responded by saying, you are pretending that security has solved even a quarter of the most controversial cases in the country. Don't try to act surprised that people are shocked by how detailed the intel is. That is how I responded. But what do you think? Well, the thing about apologists is that they are so comfortable in one side of the story. They are really comfortable in one side of the story. There's always the second part of the story that is purposefully hidden away from the public. Well, Toko responded, your long explanation and name calling aside, my question is one, how did a mere blog, Chimp Reports, get all this classified intelligence information within minutes, if not seconds? That while the IGP is saying that they can only investigate and then report, Chimp Reports has all the info. And that's a valid question. And this is a very important detail of this reaction. Yes, there is a back and forth between Toko and Brian Mixologists. Both have a very, very solid grounds on which they are placing their arguments. But the reality of the matter is, how do you make sure that there is public confidence in what is happening, based on the fact that there has not been so much of this transparency in some of the most high-profile murders, like Kaweesi, Mama Fina's husband, even the attempted assassination of General Katumba Wamala. Why do we not get such intel? Why? We're talking about a very, very high-profile, attempted murder, in which it cost this minister his daughter. Yeah, we never get this sort of transparency. So how do we restore public confidence in the security agencies like I said at the end of this video, I will share with you where I think the fingers are going to be pointing. It did not take long. I thought, by the way, at first glance, I have to apologize. I thought that this was Mohozi's Twitter handle. It had a picture of the NUP foot soldiers all dressed in red berets. And this is what this General Muhoozi Kainerugaba for presidency ex-handle said on this matter. I want to send a clear message to NUP gang. Stop entertaining the idea that you can disrupt Uganda's peace with your bomb threats. The reality is that our security forces are always prepared. You will find yourselves regretting this misguided course of action. I don't remember the National Unity Platform stating that they are going to use this kind of force or tactic in removing Yoweri Kaguta Museveni for presidency. In fact, their only course of strategy is to engage in an election when they are doing everything that it is free and fair, when they are doing everything that the vote of the Ugandans are protected, and it is not something to be played about or misrepresented in the very outcome of every election that we have. We have seen the government desperately trying to implicate members of the National Unity Platform with cases of treason. Anyone that challenges Yoweri Kaguta Museveni and his NRM government is automatically a terrorist. This is wrong. And that is why I'm saying that it will not take long before they try everything in connecting the National Unity Platform to these kinds of incidents, just so they can undermine this democratic right that every Ugandan should have in challenging the status quo. That there is what I think about where they are trying to go with this. Yeah. Let me know what you think. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. I am out.